Hey y'all, we are actually going to do another word problem. So this is still 10.4. If you notice, 10.4 is pretty much just filled with word problems. This one says the sum of the measures of the angles of any triangle is 180 degrees. In triangle ABC, angles A and B have the same measure, while the measure of the angle C is, and that's 39 degrees, larger than each of A and B. What are the measures of the three angles? Okay, so there's a few important things here. What's wrong with my pen? It's not recognizing my pen, y'all. I wonder if the battery's died. I've been using a lot of it here recently. Let me look at it real quick. I don't know what I'm looking at. Okay. I'm trying to twist it back on right now. Oh, there we go. Okay. I don't know exactly what that was, but now let me show you something. There's a few important things here that I need to notice, right? So it tells me that the sum of the measures of the angles is 180, right? So my equation is going to be equal. So I've got equal 180. And it tells me that the triangle ABC, so it's literally telling me triangle ABC. So I've got three sides. Let's say that's my A, that's my B, and that's my C. The angles A and B have the same measure. I'm not told what their measure is, so those would be my unknowns, and they're both going to be X because they're equal, they're equivalent, they're the same. While the measure of angle C is 39 degrees larger than A and B, right? So that means I have the same measure as my A and B, and then I'm adding to it 39. Yes, technically it's degrees because it's actually 39 degrees larger than. So what are the measures of the three angles? So let me go ahead and highlight this because that's important. That's important. And then what are the measures of the three angles? I guess it would be like angle C degrees larger. Okay, so it told me at the beginning that it's the sum of the measures, sum being add. So you would take your A, you add your B, you add your C. And then I know that it told me it's going to equal 180 degrees. So my A is X, my B is X, and my C is X plus 39. So I notice here that those are all like terms, right? 1x, 1x, 1x. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. Keep and keep, so I get a 3x. And I have a positive 39 equals 180. If you do 180 minus 39, right? Because I need, why did I do that? Because I need to move this. What I end up getting is 3x equals 141. And then, 141. And then here I would divide by 3. Okay, I'm going to move right here. I'm going to divide by 3. That cancels this, and I just get x equals, that's going to be 47. So my x is 47. And then you look, what was x? Well, A was x, so it's 47 degrees. B was the same, so it's 47 degrees. But then my C was found by, actually going to plug this into here. So I would get 47 plus 39, 9 and 7, 16, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I get 86. Then if you wanted to check yourself, you could go back. If you actually add those three terms together, my problem told me that the sum of the measures of the angles is going to equal 180. So if I don't get 180, then somewhere I may have made a mistake. Okay, actually I haven't looked at this problem since the last time I taught PJC, so it's been a while. Okay, so it says if the sum of three consecutive even integers is 204, what is the first of the three even integers? Hint, if x and let me get really big into this. If x and x, ooh, well, that's entirely not right. Here we go. If x and x plus 2 represent the first two consecutive even integers, then how would the third consecutive even integer, be represented? Okay, so I know that it says the sum of all three, and then it said is 204. So the sum of the three even integers, right? And then also important is 204. What is the first of the three integers? So is 204 tells me I'm going to have equals 204 for my equation. And then, y'all, it even goes ahead and gives you your first two even integers. What it means by x and x plus 2 represent the first two is it's saying if I have an even integer and I add 2 to it, these would be the first two. And this is just an example. Say what I start with is my x equaling 2. That's even, right? Now, say I use that fact, I would have 2 plus 2, that's 4. That's the next even integer. And then how would I go from there to the next even integer? Well, I would still keep my x, which is 2, but I am going to add 4 to it. And so I get 2 plus 4 equals 6. That just changed colors. So do you see how I go to each even integer, 2, 4, 6? And what I did was I used what they gave me. The first one is x. The second one I added 2 because they're each the next even integer. I'm going to add 2 again, but it won't be just x plus 2. It's x plus 2 plus 2. That gives me x plus 4. So those that I just highlighted, those are all of the things that we put here. X plus 2 plus x plus 4. So I noticed that I've got 1x, 1x, 1x. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. Keep and keep. And then I noticed I've got 2 and 4. Those signs are the same. So we add and keep their sign. And then right here, I need to subtract my 6. And what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So I get 3x, those cancel, equal 198. And then I need to divide and divide. I could go over here and do long division, but y'all are allowed to use calculators. 198 divided by 3. So 198 divided by 3 gives me, oh, why did I do that? 198 divided by 3 equals 66. Come back, cancel, x equals 66. Okay, so let's read the problem again. It told me to find the even integers, right? And it said that the first one was going to be right here, x, and I found it to be, in this example, it was 2, so let me delete that, actually, because that's not proper. Whenever I was trying to figure out how to determine all of my even integers, what I'd done was I'd used what they told me, which the first one was x, the second one was x plus 2, and then using my example right here, I determined that my third integer would be x plus 4, right? So if you agree with me that that is my first even integer, using the fact that their sum equals 204, then that's telling me that whenever I find my value for x, what I found was the actual first even integer of those three even integers. I don't have to plug anything in. If it asks me what is the second of the three even integers, then yes, I would go ahead and I would add 2 to it. If it asks me what are all of the three even integers, then I would have 66, 68, and 70, right? But it only asked me for the first one. So once you find your x for this particular problem, you have your, that didn't work. You have your answer, which is x equals 66. Okay, so this problem, I really don't know why I numbered them because I didn't really do this as a whole thing. These two problems right here, that ended up being on my Zoom, but I literally, y'all in class, accidentally read difference as sum. Like I just wrote it down as a sum and it threw off my whole answer and it just got really confusing. I was going to cut that from the Zoom video anyways. So what I'll do, because these are both similar problems, I'm going to do these together on the next video, okay? So just make sure if y'all have questions that y'all ask me. Thanks. Bye.